I'm getting chilled to the bone. Freddy been gone 20 minutes. He ought to have got us a cab by this. We can't stay here until 11:30. Other people got a cab. Why couldn't he? Well, have you got a cab?
There's not one to be full of money.
You really are very helpless, Freddy. Go again and don't come back until we found your cab.
Okay, very well. I'll go.
Nothing, Freddy! Look what I got in there! 2 bunches of violets trotting to the mat. How do you know that my son's name is Freddy, pray? Oh, is there Zanity? Well, fit on your duty as a mother should, or even better to spoil a poor girl's nothing and run a white bus pain. Will you pay me for them? This is for your flowers. Oh, sire, have you got... Is there any sign of it stopping?
Oh, I'm afraid not. It started worse than ever about 2 minutes ago.
Oh dear.
Cheer up, Captain, and buy a flower of me.
I'm sorry, I haven't any change.
I can think you change, Captain.
For a sovereign, I'm nothing less.
Garnet, do buy a flower of me. I can change half a crown. Take this for 2pence.
Okay, take it.
Thank you, sir.
You be careful. Give him a flower for each. This is spicy and the kind of take it down. Tell the lady what you're saying.
Oh, I ain't done nothing wrong by speaking to the gentleman. I have a right to sell flowers if I keep off the curb. I am a respectable girl, so help me. I didn't spoke to him except to ask for a flower of me. Oh, sir, don't let him charge me. You don't know what it means to me. They'll take away my carriage and drive it on the street by speaking to the gentleman. They.
Who's hurting you, silly girl? What do you take me for?
I take my bubbles. I never said a word.
Oh, shut up, shut up. Do I look like a policeman?
Then what did you take down my words for? How do I know you took me down right? You just show me what you wrote about me. What that? That ain't proper writing. I can't read that.
I can. Cheer up, Captain, and now you're a flower of a poor girl.
Oh, it's because I called him Captain? Oh, sir, I meant no harm. Don't let him charge me.
Church? I make no charge. Anybody could see that the girl meant no harm.
How do you come up to be so forest? You were born in Listen Grove.
Oh, what harm is there in my living Listen Grove? It wasn't live for a pig to live in, and I have to pay 4 and 6 a week.
Leave where you like, but stop that noise.
Come, come. You can't touch you. You have a right to live where you please. Can you tell me where I come from?
Cheltenham, Cambridge, India, and a little bit of Ukraine.
Quite right. May I ask, sir, do you do this for a living in a music hall?
I've thought of that. Perhaps I shall someday.
Oh, he's no gentleman. He ain't to interfere with a poor girl.
How do you do this, if I may ask?
Simply phonetics, the science of speech. That's my profession, also my hobby. You can spot an Irishman or a Yorkshireman by his branch. I can spot any man within 6 miles. I can spot him within 2 miles in London, sometimes within 2 streets.
Oh, let him mind his own business and leave a poor girl.
Woman, seize these detestable buffoons instantly, or else seek the shelter of some other place of worship.
Oh, I've a right to be here, same as you.
Oh, no use explaining.
and disgusting sounds has no right to be anywhere, no right to live. Remember that you are a human being with a divine gift and articulate speech, and that your language, the language of Shakespeare, Milton, and the Bible. And don't sit there crooning like a villager's pigeon. Oh, heavens, what a sound!
Goran!
You see this creature? Well, in 3 months, I could pass her off as chess at an ambassador's garden party. I could even get her a place as a shopsmaid or shop assistant, which requires better English. I am myself a student of an Indian dialect, and...
Are you? Do you know Colonel Pickering?
I am Colonel Pickering. Who are you? Henry Higgins, the author of Higgins' Universal Alphabet. I came from India to meet you. I was going to India to meet you.
A young woman wants to see you, Sam.
A young woman? What does she want?
Well, Sam, she says she will be glad to see you, you know. She's come about. She a common, quiet girl, very common indeed.
Has she an interesting accent?
Oh, something dreadful, really. I don't know how you take interest in it.
Show her up, Mrs. Pierce.
Very well, very well.
This is rather a bit of luck picking. I'll show you how I make records.
This is it.
Why? This is the girl I jotted down last night. She's no use. I've got all the records I wanted of the listening room lingo, and I'm not going to waste another cylinder on it. Be off with you, I don't want you.
Oh, don't be so saucy. You ain't heard what I come for yet. Did you tell him I come in a taxi?
Nonsense, girl. What do you think? Gentlemen like Mr. Higgins interested, what do you come in?
Oh, we're proud. He ain't above giving lessons, not him. I heard him say so. Well, I didn't come to ask for any compliment. And if my money is not good enough, I can go elsewhere.
Good enough for what?
Good enough for you. Now you know, don't you? Well, if he was a gentleman, you might need to sit down, I think.
Pickering, shall we ask this baggage to sit down? Or shall we throw her out of the window?
Oh! I won't be called baggage when I'm offered to pay like any lady.
Then what is it you want, my girl?
I want to be a lady in a flower shop selling by the corner at the Tottenham Court Road. But they won't take me unless I could speak more gentle. He said he could teach me. And here I'm ready to pay, not asking any favor, and he treats me as if I was dirt.
How much? Sit down.
Oh, if you are going to make a compliment of it.
Sit down, sit down.
Down, girl. Do as you are told.
Oh.
So, what's your name?
Liza Doolittle.
Liza Doolittle. Eliza, Elizabeth, Betsy, and Bess. They went to the wood to get the bird's nest. They found the nest, and for Rhapsody, they took one piece and left it in.
Don't be silly!
Come back to business. How much do you propose to pay me for a lesson, huh?
Oh, I know what's right. A lady friend of mine takes French lessons for 18 pence an hour from a real French gentleman. And you won't have a face to ask me the same for teaching my own language. So, I'll give you not more than 1 shilling. Take it or leave it.
A millionaire has about £150 a day. She earns about £50,000.
Who told you?
She offers me 2/5 of her day's income. 2/5 of a millionaire's income would be somewhere about £60. It's handsome, but George, it's enormous. It's the biggest offer I ever had.
60 pounds? What are you talking about? I never offered you 60 pounds. Where can I get 60 pounds?
Yes. In 3 months, if she has a good year and a quick time, I'll take her anywhere and pass her off as anything. We'll start today. Now, this moment is... I'm interested. What about Ambassador Garden Party? I'll say, you're the greatest teacher alive. If you make it good. I'll bet you all the expense for the experiment, and I pay for the lessons.
Oh, you're real good. Thank you, Captain.
It's almost irresistible. She's so horribly dirty, so deliciously low.
Oh, I ain't dirty. I wash my hands and my face before I come here. I did.
Oh, no use explaining. As a military man, you ought to know it. Eliza, you're to live here for the next 6 months, learning how to speak beautifully, like a lady in a shop. If you are good and do whatever you're told, you will sleep in a proper bed and have lots to eat and money to buy chocolates and take rides in a taxi. But if you're naughty and idle, you will sleep in the back kitchen among the black beetles and be walloped by Mrs. Pierce. At the end of the 6 months, you shall go to the Buckingham Palace, beautifully dressed, in a carriage. If you're not found out, you will be given a present of 7 and 6pence to start your life with. If Kings finds out you're not a lady, you will be taken to the Tower of London and your head will be cut off. If you refuse this offer, you will be the most wicked and ungrateful girl, and the angels will weep for you.
Oh, you are a great bull, you are. I won't stay here if I don't like. I was never in trouble with the police. I'm a good girl.
Yes, we'll start today. Now, Mrs. Pease.
Yes, but...
Is there a good fire in the kitchen?
Yes.
Take all her clothes off and burn them. Read up wittily or someone when you want. Rip her up in brown clothes till they come. And take her away before this.
If you please, sire, the problem's beginning already. Alfred Doolittle wants to see you. She told you here this daughter.
Set the dagger up.
Very well.
Higgins, I'm afraid we shall have some troubles with him. Don't you think so? Oh no, I think not. If there's any trouble, he should have it with me, not I with him.
Alfred Doolittle.
Professor Higgins?
Here! Good morning, sit down.
Morning, Governor. I came about a very serious matter, Governor.
Brought out a counsellor, Mother Welsh. What do you want, Doolittle?
I want my daughter. That's what I want. See?
I'm glad to see you have some spark of family feelings left. She's upstairs. Take her away at once.
What?
Take her away. Do you suppose I'm going to keep your daughter for you?
Is this reasonable? Is it fair to take an advantage of a man like this? The girl belongs to me. You got her. Where do I come in?
How dare you to come here and attempt to blackmail me? You sent her here on purpose.
Don't take a man up like that.
The police shall take you up.
Have I said a word about money?
What else did you come for?
Well, what would a man come for? Be human, Governor.
Oh, did you put her up to it?
I take my Bible oath. I ain't seen the girl for 2 months past.
Then how did you know she was here?
I will tell you, Governor, if you will only get me that word in. I'm willing to tell you. I'm wanting to tell you. I'm waiting to tell you.
Pickering, this chap has a certain gift of nature who knows why. Observe the rhythm of his speech. I'm willing to tell you. I wanted to tell you. I'm waiting to tell you. Sentimental rhetoric. By the way, that's the worst strain in him.
I met the boy taxi driver. He told me.
So you came to rescue her from more than death, huh?
Just so, Governor. That's right.
Then, why did you take her luggage? If you intended to take her away.
Have I said a word about taking her away? Have I no?
Mrs. Pierce! Mrs. Pierce! This is Eliza's father. He's came to take her away. Give her to him.
No, this is misunderstanding. Listen here.
How can he turn away? You told me to buy her clothes.
That's right, Governor. I can't carry the girl through the streets. Have a blooming monkey.
Well-
How I know?
If she has no clothes, go out and buy her some.
No, listen here, Governor. You and me is a man of world, ain't
Man
we?
of war, huh? You'd better go, Mrs. Pierce.
Well, I asked as my rights as a father, and you are the last man alive to expect me to let you go for nothing. 25-pound note to you, and what's Eliza to me?
Do you know morals, man?
Can't afford them, Governor, if you was as poor as me. But my needs, as a great, as the most deserving widows, which ever got money out for the 6 different charities of the 1 week for the death of the same husband. I don't eat less than a deserving man, and I drink a lot more. I'm a thinking man. 25-pound note to you. I put it to you, and I leave it to you.
Pickering, I don't know what to do. We have taken on a steam job. Higgins, we have.
Henry, what are you doing here today? It's my holiday. You promised not to come.
Oh, bother.
Go home at once.
I know, Mother. I came on purpose.
No use, dear. You offend all my friends. They stop coming whenever they meet you.
I know I have no small talk, but they don't mind.
Oh, don't they? Small talk indeed. What about your large talk? Dear, you mustn't stay.
I must. I have a job for you, a phonetic job.
No use, dear. I can't get around the vowels. And I like to get pretty postcards in your pattern shorthand. But I always have to read the ordinary meanings that you so softly send me.
Well, it's not a phonetic job.
You said it was.
Not your part of it. I've picked up a girl.
Ooh. Does that mean that some girl has picked you up?
No, not at all.
What a pity.
Why?
Well,
You never fall in love with anyone under 45. When you will discover that there is a nice-looking young woman about.
I can't be bothered by a young woman. My idea of a lovable woman is something as like you as possible. I shall never get into the way of seriously liking a young woman. Some manners lie too deep to be changed. Besides, they're all idiots.
Now tell me about the girl.
She's coming to see you.
I don't remember asking her.
Oh, that's okay. You didn't. I asked her.
And
If you'd know her, you wouldn't have asked her.
why?
Well, it's like this. She's a common flower girl. A picture of the curbstone.
And invited her to my home? Henry, how can it be so silly?
Oh, that will be alright. I've taught her to speak properly. And she has two subjects to talk about. Weather and everybody's health. Fine day and how do, you know? And not to let her to go on things in general. That will be fine.
Fine? To talk about our health? To talk about our insides? Perhaps about our outsides? You're silly, Henry.
Oh, she'll be alright, don't you fuss. Be careful, isn't it, with me? I've a sort of bet that I'll show her up at an ambassador's garden party in 6 months. I've started on her a few months ago, and she's getting on like a house on fire. She has a quick ear. Do you imagine? She has been easier to teach English than my middle-class pupils. She talks English almost as you talk French.
Is that satisfactory? It's all evens.
It is and it isn't.
What does it mean?
Well, you have to consider not only how Rose pronounces, but what she pronounces.
Mrs. and Miss Ainsford Hill.
Oh, Lord. How do you do? How do you do?
This is my son Henry.
Your celebrated son. I have so long to meet you, Professor Higgins.
Delight. How do you do? I've seen you before somewhere. I haven't guessed if you know so well. I've heard your voice. It doesn't matter anyhow.
Oh,
Sit down.
I'm sorry, my celebrated son has no manners. You must mind him.
I don't. Oh, have I been rude? I didn't mean to be.
Not at all. Colonel Pickering.
How do you do, Miss Higgins?
So glad to keep the calm.
Has Henry told you what I will come for? We were interrupted, damn it.
Oh, Henry, really?
Are we in the way?
No. You can't come more fortunately. We want you to meet friends of ours.
Yes, by George. We want 2 or 3 people. You'll do as well as anybody else.
Mr. Ainsford Hill.
Gotta have another of them.
How do you do?
I'm so glad to see you indeed. Do you know my son, Professor Higgins?
How do you do?
I've seen you before somewhere.
I don't recall.
Doesn't matter anyhow. Sit down. And what the hell are we going to talk about until Liza comes?
Miss Doolittle.
Here she is, Mother.
How do you do, Mrs. Higgins? Mr. Higgins told me I might come. Quite right. I'm so glad to see you indeed.
How do you do, Miss Doolittle?
Colonel Pickering, is it not?
I feel sure we have met before, Mr. Little. I remember your eyes.
How do you do?
This is my daughter Clara.
How do you do?
I certainly had the pleasure.
My son Freddie.
How do you do?
Oh, yes, by George. It all came back to me. Covent Garden. What a dancing.
Oh, will it rain, don't you think?
The shallow depression in the west is likely to move slowly in the easterly direction. There are no indications of any great change in the barometrical situation.
Haha, how awfully funny.
What's wrong with that, young man? I bet I got it right.
Killing.
I'm sure I hope it won't turn cold. There is so much influenza about. It runs right through our whole family regularly every spring. My aunt died of influenza, so
The
they
news-
said.
The new small talk do it so awfully well.
If I was doing it proper,
What were you laughing at? Mr. Higgins, have I said anything I oughtn't? Not at all, Miss Doolittle. Well, I must go. Goodbye, Mrs. Higgins. Oh, goodbye. Goodbye, Colonel Pickering. Goodbye, all.
You are walking across the park, Miss Doolittle.
What? Not bloody likely. I'm going in a taxi.
Well, I really can get used to the new ways.
Oh, Mama, quite right, quite right. People think we go nowhere and talk anybody in their old fashion.
I just say I'm very old-fashioned, but I do hope you won't begin using that expression, Clara. I have got at you stomp to hear you talking about men as trotters and calling everything filthy and beastly. So I think it horrible and unladylike. But the last is really too much. Don't you think so, Colonel Pickering?
Don't ask me. I've been away in India for several years, and manners have changed so much that sometimes I can't understand whether I'm in a respectable dinner table or in a ship's forecast.
It's all a matter of habit. There's no right or wrong in it. Nobody means anything by it. And it's so quiet and gives such a smart emphasis in things that are not very witty. I find this small talk very delightful and quite innocent. Well, after that, I think it's time for us to go. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Miss Elizabeth Hill.
Goodbye.
Would you like to see Miss Doolittle again?
Yes, I should, most awfully.
So, you know my dates.
Thanks. Awfully goodbye.
Bye.
It's no use. I shall never be able to bring myself to use it word.
Don't. It's not comparable, you know. You have acted quite well without it.
Only Clara is so down on me if I'm not positively reeking with the love slang. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Miss Elizabeth Hill.
Thank you, dear. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Mrs. Higgins.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Well, Mother,
Is Eliza presentable?
quite so. You had certainly a baby playing with light doll.
A baby? It's the hardest job I ever tackled. You don't even know how hard is it and interesting to take a human being and create a new human being by creating a new speech for her. It's fill the deepest gulf that separates class from class and soul from soul.